You're over here drinking Corona.
Seems
while
like
the coronavirus.
Yeah, dude, seems like an appropriate time to be drinking Corona. Hey, Corona, if you're watching this, sponsor us.
Sponsor us.
Send us some cash. Yeah. Let's just hop into it, man.
Let's just go. So you've been doing this for like 3 years now. We've got this team going. Saying a lot, but fuck. But like. You've been doing this for 3 years. You've worked with a lot of buyers, a lot of sellers. What's your next step, man? I mean, we've got this like team established.
Yeah.
At least coming together. Yeah. And 8 of us now?
Yeah. Oh, no, 10.
10?
Yeah, there's 10 of us officially now. Yeah. We got an agent in northern Indiana now too, man. Alex,
that's right.
Great dude.
That's right.
He's actually taking care of a good friend of mine, Melanie. He's different Melanie than the Melanie on our team.
We got two Jordans. We got
2 Jordans. Got a Melanie on our team and a Melanie who is working with us. So as a client. So good stuff. Good fun.
All good.
Yeah. So check us out. The next step in real estate after being an agent for 3 years. You can apply for schooling and stuff like that. There's some more another course you got to go through, and then you take a test to get your associate broker's license. So, yeah, man. Like when I hit 3 years, I'm gonna go ahead and take that, and that's coming right up. So,
that's gonna be really nice for us as a team.
Yeah,
because and Gary does a phenomenal job as our broker.
Yeah.
But like one of the things that I've learned so much in real estate about the idea of like a growth mindset, and like how you need to continuously be open to like just adapting, and having somebody that's on our team that knows everybody's strengths and weaknesses, like on a personable level, that can facilitate our transactions. That's just going to be fantastic.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
It's going to be better for our clients. Yeah. It's
really just from a business standpoint too. As a broker, I can get paid as an LLC instead of just as an individual. So with that, then we can get some more staff and like pay them legitimately.
We can pay them a salary.
Like that.
It's gonna be really nice.
Dude,
it's gonna be really nice.
Man. Yeah.
and guys, cool. This is stuff that Jordan and I were talking about doing last year, and.
You just gotta make it.
It's
happen.
Crazy how much has like come into fruition. Yeah. Like we were joking last year about doing a podcast. Yeah. Like this was to be honest, this was kind of a joke to us a year ago.
Yeah.
And like we're doing it now. And like honestly, the Realest Dudes, genius. Not me. That's all him, man. That's
the thing though. We've been spending too much time. Not you and me necessarily, but like in general, everybody spends too much time not being their realest self. And I recently went through some stuff, I am no longer wearing a ring on my finger for those of you who are watching, and no hard feelings, no problem there, anything like that. But like, I have an opportunity to be my realest self now.
Yeah. And
so that's the whole concept of this. That's the whole idea. And that's how I'm living my life from now on, man. And part of that is I'm not letting anybody hold me back, man. I'm got the growth mindset. And we're going to make this happen. I'm going to get my broker's license. Now, here's the thing, though, right? So to get your broker's license, you got to do the course. You got to take a test. Okay. So I think a more efficient way is that if each brokerage has like one broker position, right?
Yeah.
And everybody in the brokerage fights like WWF style. And it's like a Royal Rumble or a cage match or something like that. And like whoever is like the champion, that's your broker. And you should have like a big broker's belt, like big gold plated, like.
So like okay, so everybody's got to be licensed to pull this off though. Everybody has to at least have the real estate license. Yeah. But a broker goes through like 90 hours more training than the regular Joe realtor does.
Yeah.
So like, would that mean that everybody would have to go to like 130 hours of training?
Well, so everybody would. Now here's okay. I got
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so. All right, in the like old school wrestling, I used to watch it all the time, right? You got different weight classes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got your, I guess, like your light heavyweights or your cruiserweights. That's what it was in the WCW, man. I used to watch that all the time. Like the skinny dudes, like Rey Mysterio and stuff,
skinny
man.
Dudes.
Yeah, dude, they had skinny dudes. I mean, he's still like, yeah, there you go. I mean, even their skinny dudes were like big dudes, though, But
Thanks.
like, they would start off, in like the lower weight class, and if they got famous, then they'd, go into the big one, like for the title.
Yeah.
So I guess like your first title could be like office manager. There you go. So like if you're just getting started or something like that, you fight for the office manager job, right? And then once you've worked your way up a little bit, you get some fans and stuff going, then you can fight for the broker title. But what I'm thinking, like, that would be pretty cool, obviously.
It'd be cool. I would never be broker with those standards ever.
Well, part of it, too, is...
That was acting, so we could pull this off.
Yeah. Well, and part of it is, just like business, man, it's all about who you know.
That's true.
If you got, like, a really big dude that that will, like, whack somebody with a chair while the ref is out of the ring or something like that, you could win.
Rich.
Like, yeah. So
Rich.
So that makes me think, right? Like, who in this brokerage do you think you could take, or like, who do you think you could take in a fight? Well, we're not going to name names who we think we could take in a fight, because that's probably not really nice. But like, who do you think could take us in a fight?
It could take us?
Yeah. I'm definitely thinking Rich. Okay, we got this dude in our brokerage, Rich Rokiki, great agent. He works with Scott quite a bit. Scott Winters from radio, Yeah. And they work together, and Rich is just a built dude. This dude's got legs for arms, you know what I'm saying? They're big arms, man.
I'm going to ask him to arm wrestle for the podcast sometime.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hopefully he'd be down.
I have like probably 95% chance that he could kick my ass. He's a big dude.
No doubt in my mind.
I've been in a fight. I've been in a few fights, but
the guy could be blindfolded, and there's
Now, I don't know though. I mean, if it's like Prison Rules hardcore match or something like that, no holds barred, you might be able to take him. Because like if you sneak like a kendo stick or like a couple tables, like put him through a table, man. Like, oh, dude, did you ever? Man, you might be too young for that, but like, you remember the Dudley boys, man?
Definitely
like,
not.
Bubba Ray and Devon Dudley, man, they were like the hardcore wrestlers. They were the hardcore tag team. So, dude, we could be the hardcore tag team of real estate. We'll put you through a table. Yeah. But like they used to do like the hardcore matches, man. Like they'd take like all sorts of crazy stuff, like barbed wire and like what are the fluorescent light bulbs and stuff. They'd smash them on each other, dude. That was hardcore. So I mean, might be able to take
real estate is kind of cutthroat. So
yeah, definitely. So Rich, if you're listening, I'm calling you out for the broker title.
Yeah, brother.
We'll see you on Monday night. But for real, man,
I truly hope that he watches this organically. Like, I hope that,
like,
because next time I see him, I'm gonna show it to him, regardless. But I hope that next time I see him, he comes up to me, he's like, "You asshole!" Let's arm wrestle for that.
Just so you know, if you are listening, Rich, I respect the heck out of you. You're a great agent. Really tough dude, and this was all Brent's idea to call you out
because I'm jealous as fuck.
So if you want to pound anybody, here's your guy. So that's the deal with the brokerage, right? So here's this other thing, man. Tuonos. Now, Tuonos sounds like a Star Wars character. Maybe like a dude with like a wrinkly head.
I was thinking like 300 or some gladiator stuff. Like that's what I was thinking when we were talking about this earlier.
Yeah, like the like the dude with like the hunchback and stuff. He looks like a Tuonos, But anyways, Tuonos is a Welsh law, and it translates into English as house in one night. Okay, so here's the deal with this. The law says, and I'm reading this from BBC, so you know it's legit. BBC's all right. It says that if a squatter...
Not to some people. Some people, it's great.
Yeah. Oh, I think we all just learned a little bit about this dude's search history.
What? No! So, we did say you guys would get to know us.
If you're not familiar with the term, just go ahead and get on Google Images and look it up.
But don't blame me. He told you to do that.
Not at like a school or a church or anything, or among anybody that you have an inkling of respect for, and you feel that might be mutual. So anyways, this is an article on the BBC talking about Tuonos. The law says that if a squatter could build a house on common land between dusk and dawn, the occupier could lay claim to the legal freehold of the property. So if you build a house overnight, that's your land. You own it. So, the other part of the law says...
Washington Monument, we're coming.
Yeah. Hey, we're just squatting, like right in the middle of it. It says that smoke has to be issuing from the chimney before sunup.
That's fair.
So, and now here's the other part. It's kind of crazy, right? So you don't just get the house, right? You get all of the land within the distance you can hurl an axe from each of the four corners of the house.
See, I knew this was some gladiator shit.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, yeah. So, you build a house overnight, and then you stand at each corner and just chuck an axe, and you own it. That's the best. Like they beat the real estate game, and this was hundreds of years ago they came up with this.
Is this still going on? Like you can still do this?
According to everything I can see...
Although this tradition is widely acknowledged, principal curator and of historic buildings at St. Fagans National Museum of History in Cardiff said finding examples of genuine Tuonos is virtually impossible.
Okay. It says the last known Tuonos was built in 1882 in Flintshire by four brothers from Lancashire. So, it has happened... But it might be one of those things that's just still on the books that they never took off. Because there's a lot of laws that still exist.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
they're just dumb.
Frogs can't croak after 11 p.m. in some cities in America.
Yeah, like, what's the point of that? Like,
how are you going to enforce that?
It's a victimless crime.
That's literally a victimless crime. Climb.
Yeah.
I said climb. I'm not even drinking.
So, we were, last episode we talked about what we're going to go to jail for.
Yeah.
And maybe...
What we're going to go to...
Well, we might go to jail.
No. Let's just rephrase this.
Yeah.
Before we get behind. In an alternate reality, we were to go to jail, what we would go for.
And it would probably be owning a frog that croaks after what time?
11.
After 11.
Yeah.
And what city was that in?
I think it's Cleveland.
Oh, man, I'm not going to Cleveland.
Yeah,
I'm not going to Cleveland even to break the law, man. Cleveland. I used to drive through there. Now, if you're listening from Cleveland, it's a wonderful town, and I'm sure you're a wonderful person. And if you'd love to move away from Cleveland, we would love to help you.
No matter where in the country you want to go,
we'll help sell your house, and then you don't have to live in Cleveland. So, which is great, because God, that must be terrible. So like this thing though, man, like it makes you wonder, like, how you would actually go about this, because like the way I'm thinking, I'd probably assemble a crew.
Yeah, they had 4 people.
Yeah. There was 4 brothers, so I'd assemble a crew. You get your best and quickest, most efficient builder, and then. So here's the other thing I'd get. I'd get like a ringer to throw the axes, because they got bars in all over, but they got a couple in Grand Rapids now. It's an axe throwing bar.
Yeah.
And
so you can go practice for like 6 months. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
It's like $60, I think. But
oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a little bit expensive, I believe. Yeah. But I could be wrong.
Yeah,
could be wrong. But like that'd be a blast. Honestly.
Yeah. Well, we need to go scout some of these out, man. Like, just see who the strongest axe throwers are. And then, like, all expenses paid, trip to Wales, right? And you're going to be our axe thrower.
Yep.
So if you guys are down, it's free real estate.
Yeah, so, like, if you guys don't get much land for us, we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to find your way back.
Yeah, I mean, we might just leave you there.
We'll leave you with a rowboat, you know,
in a backpack.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, if you had to build a house overnight, though, it's not gonna be a great house.
No.
You know, so that's the thing. Like, but that's the rule, though. All you gotta do is have a house
that has a fireplace with smoke coming out, right?
Yeah.
Shit, dude. I grew up in Africa. I mean, people made houses out of cow shit. So
yeah, you got a point.
You definitely pull this off. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because that's the thing, though. Because once you have your house down, you own the land. Mm-hmm. So just like plop down, you know, like basically a refrigerator box with a freaking stovepipe or something like that, right? And
call it good.
Yeah, call it good, and then develop it. You know what I'm saying? You just saved yourself a ton of money.
It's like the homelessness is an issue in Wales.
Yeah. It shouldn't be, right?
Yeah.
Like, it really shouldn't be, because, like, you got free real estate there, man. You know, like...
Pretty much.
You know, and, like, land right now.
It's not exactly free. I mean, you got to work your ass off overnight to do that. But like,
well, I got clients right now that are looking for vacant land to build on. Dude, it's expensive. Just for land.
Where are they looking?
There's one I got looking in Rockford. Here now.
Rockford?
Yeah. But it's like, it's kind of pricey up here, though. You know, and
but dude, listed on Rockford last year it was 4.5 acres, a little bit of waterfront. It was like 90,000, I think it was.
Do you think they'd notice if we went out there and started building a house overnight?
Well,
So that law does not apply here in the United States. So if you listen to this and you went out and like plopped into some dude's yard or something,
you're probably going to get arrested.
Yeah, you're definitely going to get arrested.
Or shot.
And it wasn't on us.
Or shot. I mean, this is...
You're probably going to get shot, arrested, and then probably shot again. So, like, don't do it. And if you do it, it wasn't our idea. We're just telling you what happens in Wales. Now, if you go to Wales and do this, I don't know too much about Welsh.
I don't know very much about Wales. I only know about this one dude. I know one guy from Wales, like David. Gareth Bale.
Oh, there you go.
Gareth Bale. He plays soccer. That's the only dude. That's the only person I didn't even know the country existed until I heard of Gareth Bale.
But yeah, and so for those of you who are American and are terrible at geography, Wales is one of the countries that makes up the United Kingdom. You got England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. So get on Google Maps, check it out. Maybe plot out where you want to steal some land and hit us up, because like we can get you in touch with an agent over there.
Yeah,
and because seriously, we have like an international network, and once you get your free real estate, you can sell it for profit.
Yep.
Yeah. It's free real estate. And
then you just come back here, take your profits, and reinvest in American real estate.
Exactly. And like I'm pretty sure in the UK they're not like super armed like they are in the US, so you could probably realistically make this happen without getting shot.
I don't think that they have the right to bear arms.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that it's like most countries out in Europe are like police only.
Pretty
sure.
I hope they're allowed to bear axes, though, because otherwise you're not going to be able to measure this land.
Yeah.
Or maybe they're just banning axes so that you can't ever do this again. So,
what if the tradition was actually axes and you had to throw your axe as far as you could throw her?
Oh, I could make a really awful joke right now, but I'm not going to. But the punchline was just, I wouldn't be able to do it too far.
Nope.
I'm not going to make that joke, though. But you can make that joke on your own, and go ahead and leave it in the comments.
All I was going to say...
I had plausible deniability.
I was going to say was I'm weak and I wouldn't be able to throw her anyway.
Yeah, there you go. I'm not saying anything. I'm not going to get myself in trouble. It's...
Over here incriminating.
Yeah. You know what? I just won't say which ex it is. It could be an ex-girlfriend or an ex-wife. There you go. That's enough plausible deniability.
So there's 3 options.
Yeah,
that was a dig.
Oh man, no, I used to not be so ugly, when I was in school. So like, I had a few girlfriends. They're not at the same time, because they generally frown upon that. They normally don't like that. But I had a few girlfriends in high school and
Idaho. I know.
Yeah.
Mormons.
Yep. Oh yeah, yeah, Utah as well. They're the entire area.
Can you? That was the way. I once met a dude. He had he had 41 wives.
41 wives.
41 wives.
Dude, I couldn't handle one. For real,
bro. Okay, I see you, and you're like, you brought your kids in today to.
Yeah.
Man, this guy had 143 kids.
Oh man, no way. No way.
Man,
dude. You know they have a surgery for that, right? They do have a way of fixing that.
Castration at that point, like.
Dude, at that point, man, just stick them outside and have a hyena take care of them or something. Good lord. Yeah. So hey, that's segment 2. We talked about a bunch of nonsense that we hope you enjoy. Up next, we're going to talk about living in a cave. So that should be a lot of fun. So stick around. And, we're sticking around because we're recording. We're not going anywhere. I might go take a drink or something like that, hit the can or something. But that's about it. So we will see you back in a minute.